Well, hello everybody. It is Douglas Block adjusting his glasses on December 29th, 2019. My goodness, the last Sunday of the year. Can you believe it, boys and girls? How did it go by that quickly? All right, well, we already got some people coming in this morning for our 146 live chat. I've got some exciting news to tell you and to show you when we get enough people on here. Alexander Overhead says, hi Douglas, how to deal with violence thought that caused me strong emotional pain? Well, you're talking about intrusive thoughts. I did a video on that called How to Stop Obsessive and Intrusive Thoughts. And the other thing you do is seek out a psychologist who does cognitive behavioral therapy and works with obsessions. It can be treated both with medication and with therapy. So you just need to get the right kind of help. I think my video is called How to Respond to Obsessive and Intrusive Thoughts. So check that out and also go reach out to help for your mental health professional. Why did my blood test show no inflammation? I have depression and anxiety. Well, because depression and anxiety are due to misfiring of circuits of the brain. And although inflammation can be a precursor, you can't diagnose depression and anxiety with a blood test. So again, mental health treatment is the way to go. Hey, Andrea M. Hey, Almina. I love you. You're back again. James D., of course. Scotland, my favorite place. I'm currently safe, so there's no concern of any SI at the moment. I just don't know how to get back on track. As a side, I'm not quite sure what SI means, except for supplemental no. You can kind of explain what that is. See Chu, nice to Mohammed. Hello from Gaza, my favorite place. Samaj Mail from Denmark. Man of Steel, nice to see you too. Pony Girl from Kentucky. Diego Abera. Kevin Berman, SMU Johnson. Hey, we've seen you before. I was depressed as hell last night, but my brother suggested I go for a walk with him. Helped a lot. You see what I mean? Depression, anxiety, it can change like that. That's why I say don't give up 5 minutes before the miracle, because you never know what can happen the next day. One single walk with a brother, with a close connect, can change that brain chemistry. There's so many ways to change the brain chemistry, including medication. So many ways. All right. Puerto Rico, I hope you have your electricity back. Not the one. That was a joke. I'm so tired of all my antidepressants making me fat and lazy. Yes, they make you fat. They make you gain weight. It's a mixed bag, but sometimes they work. So just go back to your doctor. Ukiah, California. I've been there many times. Nice to see you. Carl Cockwell. Catherine Goley, of course, my favorite from the UK. Kevin Berman. Can dizziness be a part of depression? I've never heard that as a symptom, but you never know. You should go talk to your doctor. Tucson, Arizona. This is Glenn and Kathy. Nice to hear from you. Probably warmer than it is now. Well, we had a really mild winter in Portland, Oregon. Took about my mother. Just gets in like the high 30s, mid 40s. It's a piece of cake. Okay, Tara Floreem, how do I get myself to be persistent and how to stop being so easily overwhelmed? Well, that's the $64,000 question, isn't it? Here, if you want to know how, you can email me, douglasblog@gmail.com. I've got a whole list of things I do to deal with symptoms. Hi, birdies. Nice to see you. Wow, we got a ton of goldfinches out here. Persistent, it helps to have a coach. It helps to have someone on your side. Suicidal ideation is a hit across the nation. That's what I used to say to myself when I was really on bad shape. But you know what? Thoughts, Dean Adler, they're just thoughts. They come, they go. They're like clouds going over the sky. So thoughts can hurt you. Just do some mindfulness. And I hope you're also in treatment. Is low pressure common when anxious? Well, normally high blood pressure goes here, so your fight or flight mechanism is up and running, but I'm sure anything is possible. Is it that easy? What is that easy? Yeah, well, it's not easy. It's simple, but not easy. Sure, persistence, getting some support from people, a counselor. The brain can be changed. Good afternoon, Elric. I gave up. I can take it no more. The pain is too much to endure. I doubt if they'll kick every fuss. Not for a crock like me. Muhammad, I think you said that 2 weeks ago. People do care about you. You are needed on this planet. Reach out for support. I know there's some people on this live chat who you connected with. Not the one from Rochester, New York. Yes, I went to school there. Muhammad, you're worth it. You have to sell me that you are not worth mental health. Thank you, not the one. Lagai, my anxiety raised, my blood pressure went up. That's what normally it does. Nice to hear from you from Canada. Cheryl Dan, you, of course, Mobius from Florida. Tara Flameem, should I take medication? That's something you and your doctor need to discuss. Medication does help some people with depression. It's trial and error, but it's something that, normally people consider. Greek Ellie, I drink my pills every day, but it's still hard to get out of bed. I feel worse instead of better. Well, talk to your prescriber about that. Getting out of bed, making breakfast, going back to bed, that's a victory. That's a victory. Even small structures like that are helpful. Hi, everyone. Hi, Jason, one of my favorite people from the UK with his really bad jokes. Mohammed, it's hard often. Please do not give up. I agree. Should I take medication? I think we already talked about it. I can go to a general physician for psychiatric medication. You can. They don't know as much about psychiatrists, but they can prescribe things like Zoloft and Prozac, which have been around a long time. Okay, what else do we have here? Patty Brady from Ireland. Be glad when these Christmas and New Year holidays are over. Absolutely. Trying to stay away from alcohol. That's a very good idea. Speaking of which, has anyone gone to Noah Thomas's channel? A good friend of mine who's dealing with addiction to alcohol. How is my depression and anxiety? It's pretty good right now. The weather's nice. And hey, my counter is not working. Can you guys tell me how many people are watching right now? Because when we get a certain number of people, I want to show everybody something really cool. Thanks a lot for your help, Dr. Block. $20.99 from Canada. Thank you, Lagai. Peace to you, my friend. Peace to you. Hey, last week we raised over $100 on this channel. I couldn't believe it. Normally we get about 30, 40. Lagai is getting us to a good start in terms of Super Chat. Anyway, someone tell me how many people are watching. 49.50, that's enough for right now. Not the one. Thank you for your support. Mohammed, we're all supporting you. It's all a matter of support. You are worth it. You are worth it. Moods are often lower during the winter months, of course. Okay, so ready for my big announcement, everybody? Here we go. What is this? It's an iPad, right? What have I done with this iPad? I've turned it on, right? Put in my code. Now, here's the key right here. Whoops. Look at this. Julie Hayes, one of our old live chatter, created a new banner for me. Can you see that? What did I just do? Damn. No, we don't care about my subscribers. That was weird. Okay, let's try it again. I do care about my subscribers. Nope. Okay, this is not working out. All I'm trying to do is show you a friggin' photograph. Let me try photos here. Maybe that'll be better. All right. Can you see that, everybody? That's a new banner for my YouTube. Go to my YouTube channel afterwards. Isn't that a cool banner? Before we just had a nondescript hill with a lighthouse. Thank Julie Hayes for that. There we are. Anyway, didn't you like that? That was really nice. All right. Hello, Douglas. Oh, Brian. Anyway, what do you guys think of that picture? Cool banner. Thank you. Like the colors. Thank you, Andy M. Wow. All right. Helma Ben Aziza. Hello, Douglas. Any effective strategies for overcoming mental rumination? Yes. I have a video called How to Stop Ruminating. I'll even write it down here. Very nice, isn't it? Hands up to Julie. To show you how talented she is, look at this she made after she came out of her bad depression. My favorite symbol. From the ashes I rise. Douglas, you're an inspiration to me. Thank you for sharing your knowledge and experience. A wonderful woman and a wonderful artist. Yes, thank you, thank you, thank you. Not the one for telling Mohammed to, to hang in there. I've been watching your videos for a while, Jocelyn, and you have definitely helped me a lot in the process of healing from pain and recovering. Keep doing you. Thank you very much. If you want to express your satisfaction or appreciation, you can always click on that little $sign and give some bucks, but otherwise, don't worry about it. Nice colors. Don't join the military. Yeah. So here's my video for the guy who wanted to, I keep hitting the table. How to stop ruminating. Pretty simple video, right? Now, the interesting thing about this video is I was ruminating during the whole time because I was going through some depression. My second favorite video is called 5 Things Not to Do When You're Depressed. And a couple of people commented the other day. They said, God, this dude is really depressed. Why is he giving us advice? Yeah, exactly. Sama Ismail, do you think that depression will lift without medication? I've been ill for 5 months. You got to hang in there. It can heal with medication. There's also something called TMS and ECT, which you can always use if nothing else works. So, for me, my first major depressive episode, it heal without medication. I went back to school. Actually, the second one also, I was prayed for a lot. So yes, Mobius, you got to stop talking about that word, you know. YouTube doesn't like it. Do I struggle with depression? Me? Yes, of course. It's something you always deal with. But the key word, here's the key word. The key word is managing the depression. M-A-N-A-G-I-N-G. Whoops, I can't even spell. Managing the depression. Using all the strategies I talk about in my book and the videos. Exercise, good diet, social support, prayer, meditation, cognitive behavioral therapy, joy, watch funny movies, you know, climb a mountain, go on your bike. Don't believe your brain is telling you is also a very good video. It's a very good video. Thank you, Amina. Excellent. Man, it's me, Amina. Can you get me some tips to deal with depression? Yes. I have 380 videos on this channel with tips to deal with depression. Actually, about 280 of my own and another 140 live chats, about 420. Yes. Okay, so here's the 3 tips for dealing with depression. 1, set the intention to heal. Create a clear vision, if you can, of what your life would be like if you're well. 2, reach out for support. You got to get help dealing with this. And 3, use a combination of mutually supportive therapies to treat your symptoms. The person who asked me about the tips, if you send me your email address, I will definitely send you a free copy of this poster. Everything I know is in this poster. And all you have to do, douglasblock@gmail.com. There you have it, right there. Send me an email and I will send you a free copy of my self-care activities to improve your mood. Hey, it's time for a joke, isn't it? This is something one of you guys told me, I think it was Jason. My wife told me to stop acting like a flamingo, so I had to put my foot down. How's this one? What type of exercise do lazy people do? Diddly squats. And what is Santa Claus' favorite horror film? We just had Christmas. I survived it. A Nightmare on Elf Street. All right. I didn't have anyone to help me. Well, where do you live, Tara? There are counselors, I think, everywhere people live, and there's also online support groups like this. Being with nature relaxes you, of course. Wonderful. I find solace in my best friend. Well, solace can be very helpful. Don't say it's not healthy. It's only when you do it in excess. Jiu-jitsu is great for the mind. Excellent. My worst panic attack day ever. Hey, Danielle, my God, from Houston. Keep breathing. Keep breathing. Tell yourself you're safe. You're going to be okay. This is only temporary. 100% right from the master. I wonder who that is. How does TMS work? Magnetics, big magnets run around your brain, and they induce a weak electrocurrent in your prefrontal cortex. I have a whole video on it. You can look up TMS. There's tons of information on the internet. It helps about 2/3 of the people. So, Bandits Mina, send me your email address, or email me, and I'll send you that free diagram. Deep breathing, very good. Pamela Melton, absolutely do the best you can. Exercise, even if you can do as a little. Don't lay up in bed. Absolutely, that's not good. You're right. Push yourself a little bit. Yep, you can be very positive thing to do. If you can be very positive thing to do, it does work. Thank you, Pamela. Carl, drinking alcohol to go to sleep is really depressing. Yes, it also messes up your dreaming. Do not drink alcohol before you go to bed. I'm telling you. You get all the advice here you want, Tara Florim, no problem. I saw this joke. Take my advice. I'm not using it. I just remember that. I'm going to write that down. That's funny. Here it is. Take. Okay, this is for you, Tara. By the way, does that mean Earth? Oh, what language is that? Take my advice. I'm not using it. There it is. Okay, Dead Tripper has given out his email address. plfpalfi@gmail.com. You guys want to support each other? There's the email address. You can write them. 4x4, breathe in deeply, then out slowly, 8 times. Wash hands in cold water, tapping exercise. Yeah, it's very good. It's not EFT, it's not effective freedom technique, emotional freedom technique. You breathe in for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Breathe out for 4, 1, 2, 3, 4. Hold for 4. It's called square breathing. Italian, I thought it was Italian. Tierra means land in Mexican. I thought it was, I love Italy. I've always wanted to go there. Fighting for your life is the most effective. You like that joke? What was it? Is it take my advice, I'm not using it? SME Johnson, Doug, last night I stopped drinking for good. Now I only drink for evil. Very good. What is your favorite mindfulness activity? Solving chess problems. Boy, when I solve a chess problem, I think of nothing else. Very good. Good one. Billy Reed, who used to come here, he went through ECT. I hope he's feeling better. He said, I broke my arm in 2 places. I went to the doctor. You know what the doctor told me? Don't go to those places. What's the most effective? Overdosing on painkillers or hanging? What type of a comment was that? No, thank you. Neither. Eddie, reach out and get some help. You can get better. You learned 4x4 from Noah? Yeah. Who got it from you? Right. Well, I got it from a drug and alcohol treatment center. There is no new thing under the sun. My BF using kratom doc, is it safe for him? I don't know. Kratom is very controversial. Like this video. Thank you. Is vitamin D good against depression? Yeah, vitamin D has been known to be a good preventative for depression. Get your vitamin D levels checked. If they're low, talk to your prescriber about or your doctor about getting supplements. But yes, I've read that vitamin D is helpful. That's why you have all these depressed people in Alaska and Siberia, because there's no sunlight. A guy comes to the doctor and says that obesity runs in his family. The doctor looks at him and, no, dude, no one runs in your family. Very good. I mean, God, you guys are really hitting the jackpot. We just need a couple of super chat dollars. Well, you're not crazy, Mobius Zero. You just have an obsession. That's all. Nothing wrong with you. Hey, Lazy Eye Ranch. iChat, live chat would be nothing without you. I hate winter. Solar power isn't keeping up. Need my generator fixed because no one is brave enough to drop out here. Come on, son. Did you talk to my psychiatrist for electrotherapy? Yes, Khalib. You have to get a referral. My psychiatrist referred me to electroshock therapy, and then the ECT woman who administers it interviewed me and said I was a good candidate. Okay, the Hunchback of Notre Dame, now his face rings a bell. Yep, I've heard that one. Yes, Lagai, all have terrible consequences. Thank you. Thank you again. You're broke? Don't worry about it. Just your good vibes is all I really care about. Really? Yeah, that's the most important thing, just your support. It feels like my depression never goes over where, I swear. Well, it does fluctuate, and you just have to hang in there to, yes, or just buy the vitamin D bottle. Yes, you can get vitamin D, but it's always good to check with the doctor. You never know what other medications you might be taking. Live is overrated. That's funny, but, well, it depends on what state you're in. Hypofrontality, a cause for depression? Yes, it means that not enough activity in your left prefrontal cortex. Absolutely. Oh, all right. What the heck? Had 71% agree that they regretted doing it. Yes, well, it's actually when people survive an attempt, they all say it was the wrong decision. So it's not really a joke, it's true. Yes, Amina, of course. Light, let there be light. Anyway, I'm gonna brag again one more time. I'm gonna brag about Julie Hayes, in case you guys didn't hear it the first time. Here it is, my new batter for healing from depression. There I am, right here. Isn't that beautiful what she did? Absolutely. Everybody should go to my YouTube channel and check that out. Is there any way to stimulate the prefrontal cortex? Yes, TMS, and just basically all the things that we talk about in this video. Exercise, social support, prayer, meditation, mindfulness. You're in Las Vegas, it's a lot sunnier than it is here. I love the darkness. You should live in Alaska. You should, not I. Robert Morin, Amina, Not really. We evolved to spend all day outside in the sunny afternoon, so it makes sense. Lack of sunlight would make us depressed. Of course, we all were basically hunters-gatherers in the daylight. You can't see very well at night, can you? All right, depressed over breakup. Lots of change in last year. Any tips on how to get out of the funk? Yes, time heals all wounds after a breakup. Absolutely. By the way, how was 2019 for you guys? Good, bad, ugly? So I'm going to write this. So everybody, I want everybody, first of all, to tell me how many of you had a pretty good year in 2019. I had a mixed year. I was fined by the Board of Psychology for running groups that help people, but some other really good things happened with my YouTube channel. So the question is, how has the year been? And also I want you to say, what do you hope for the new year? What are your goals for the new year? I want to hear from you guys. What are your goals for the new year? Hey, Joni, when you get a chance, if you could just hand me the power cord, it's sitting right by the base of the door. Take your time. No, it's right here behind the, right as you're entering my room, right to the right. Yeah, just hand me, my computer's running out of gas. This is lovely Joan, without whom I would not be here. Thanks, Joni. Hope 2020 be a better year for all of us. Yes, well, I had some major health challenges this year. Oh my God. I had a really bad infection. I'm now having to go back on long-term antibiotics. Come on, guys, you can get in there. I'll try it later. Let me try one more time. Perseverance furthers, everybody. All right. So 2020, better year for all of us. My life has been pretty garbage for the past decade. Well, we're entering a new decade, everybody. A new decade for hope, a new decade for change. Caleb, you're going to get better mentally. Get your blue belt. Jiu-Jitsu is a very good thing to do. Hey, Joseph, missed your live chat so far, but we'll download it so you can listen to it at work. Yep. My colleagues suppress me. I can cope with your soothing voice. Oh, Mani Padme Hum, oh, Mani Padme Hum. My voice is soothing. Thanks for the compliment. You had a good year, Danny. Yeah, nice to hear from you. Najaran Ramajan. Eddie, I will pray for you. I am in the same feelings. Just try to push those feelings away, or basically just watch them come and go. All right. Eddie, are you in mental health treatment? That's what I want to know. Marino Semino, thanks very much, Doug, for your books, especially Words that Heal. I'm struggling for months with constant general sense of dread. Glad. I hope one day things will change. They will change. They will change, Marino. This too must pass. So this too shall pass, right? This too shall pass. Yeah, when you don't have any family or support at home, that can be tough. So I have a video called 4 Words, and I want to hear about people's goals for 2020. Well, so far, Lagai has been the only live chat that's contributed. Maybe somebody else could pick up the steam. Yeah, Edgar Cole is very good, Tara Flareem. Excellent work. Mohammed, you don't forgive people overnight. It's something that takes time. Work with a good therapist and you can get there. Keeping a job is my biggest goal, a very good goal, don't you think? Let me see, this go here, there we are. Harry Peter, what do you think about kids around the age of 11 with depression? I think it's a sad thing, but it does happen. If that happens, child psychiatrist or child psychologist is the way to go. Yeah, so what else do people have to say? My goals for the new year are to be established on Celexa, long-term, feel closer to myself again. I am to reduce depersonalization, to feel pleasure. Very nice, Mike Chamberlain. Excellent goals. Excellent, excellent, excellent. I'm not sure how, but also working in the mental health field. That's a very good thing to do. S.E. Ryan, 2019 has been fabulous with the exception of low moods, depression occurring with my teen child and young adult. Well, I'm sure you're someone who can give them a lot of support. Stay alive. Severe psych literals. You will stay alive, BB, if you want to. Goals left over from 2019. My health, get a GP exam, colonoscopy, dental exam, and GYO exam. Well, I guess you're basically older than 40, I can tell you that. Not trying to become depressed again. How about this? Stay in the positive, Amina. I'm trying to stay, I want to stay healthy. I want to remain healthy. Until last quarter, I had a sense of panic attacks and ear infection that has led to agoraphobia. Trying to overcome without meds. Well, try to do it, but if you need meds, no shame in it. Bad year for 2019, says Glenn Elliott, but it did go by fast. Looking for some routine exercise. Excellent idea. My year's been wonderful. The best year I've ever had. My goal of 2020, not to fail in life, because I'm going to leave a lot of good things in 2019. Amina, aren't you the guy who's about 18? I think, didn't you write to me? Drinking less, work out more, pay debts, treating depression with 12 weeks book and some CBT. SMU Johnson, excellent, excellent, excellent. Camping. God, you guys have great goals. I'm very proud of you all. Very, very proud of everybody on this live chat. Those are great, great goals. Last night I made a list of everything I could be grateful for, and I really forced myself to feel gratitude. It took a half hour of thinking and visualizing. Good work. Joseph F. This year has been depressing to me. I feel guilty about saying that because my second boy was born in April. Wow. Children are a good reason to hang in there and have a good experience in life, although they can be a handful. You gain 100 pounds in 8 years? Well, guess what? I gained 50 pounds in 2 years being on amitriptyline. I was able to lose it all, so you can do the same. All right. Robert Martin, my brother gave me light therapy. How should I expect it to have an effect assuming daily use? Just read about it. You need to sit in it for 20 minutes, about 18 inches away, and on a regular basis. Also get out in the early morning. That helps. Lots and lots of good research on light therapy. You should definitely use that box. Yes, Mobius cameras aren't good for this channel. Yes. So guess what? Mobius, I'm going to have to basically give you a timeout if you make any more of these negative comments. I've tried to really, I've tried to basically just ignore Mobius, but if he continues, yes, Andrea, I agree, I'll have to give him a timeout. Thank you very much, Andrea, for pointing that out again. Let's see how it goes. Mobius, you've been giving a warning. This channel is about help and healing and positivity. Any more negativity, I'm going to have to put you in a timeout, okay? Thank you. In 2020, Berflin got certification in radiology, CBT, cognitive behavioral therapy, change your thinking, change your mood. That's the basic idea. There's a very, very good book called Cognitive Therapy Made Simple. I just basically got it. Here it is. It's a great book. Mobius, I definitely recommend you go to your counselor and deal with your fears. Hiba, this year's been okay. How do I make my parents understand depression? Well, you're not a burden. You're not a burden. If your parents understand, you can go other people, do your counselor. Maybe you should have your counselor talk to your parents or other parents. But just explain to them this is not you're not weak. Thank you, Robo1776. I appreciate your $10. Thank you very much. And of course, thank Lagai. We're halfway through and we've got $30. Not a bad day. Tony Issue, thank you. Thank you for alerting me. I did listen to Noah's video on drinking. Have you heard anything else from him? He hasn't responded to my text. I'm nervous about him. Thank you, Tony. I have it all my life. Didn't realize while raising my son my biggest mistake. So you have to be proactive now. Hopefully you and your babies will be okay. They will. Awareness is the thing. If you're aware that you have depression or anxiety, if you set the intention to heal, if you state, I want to get help with this, I want to heal, everything else happens. Motivation is 90% of the game, ladies and gentlemen. I used to be a math tutor, I'd rather have a really poor student who really wants to learn and do well than a really good student who wants to screw off. And I'm telling you right now, Motivation is the key. If you want to get better, you will get better. Mike Chamberlain, thank you for your 10 pounds. How do you guys get that? Thank you. What is that? What's the name of that? Pac-Man? Thank you both for your wonderful generosity, both of you. How do I get my mind out of 2014? Mindfulness, meditation, in the here and now. Try to get it in the here and now. I know bad things happened in 2014. Think about something you're grateful for, Danielle, right here and now, like your daughter, perhaps. My parents won't let me get a counselor because I don't trust them, and they will not let me take medication. Wow. How old are you, Heba? I hope you, at some point you can. Thank you, Robert Martin. Very generous. All these little cartoons that people, I guess YouTube must be providing them. Gotta go. Wishing the best. Be good to yourself. Thank you, not the one. You beautiful, beautiful contribution. I wish you the best for New Year's Eve. Noah posted pictures at Christmas. I asked him when he plans to see Doug. Excellent. Thank you so much. Najaran, wouldn't it be a good idea that people were suffering depression coupled up, so have good company? Well, a lot of people do. You're 17. Well, in America, one more year and you basically have freedom to do what you want. Well, Danielle, going to a therapist, if you haven't been in there in a month, is a very good thing. Chomshans, nice to see you. Wow, better late than never. It's great to see you on here. I love your bananas. Keep doing these for a long time, please. It gives me something to look forward to. Of course, we all need it. Nice to see Chomshans. You're the best, Doug. Can you offer any reassurance about the initial awful effects of taking SSRI? It's been 2 weeks. Yeah, that's really tough with those the side effects. Sometimes they go away and sometimes they don't. You got to take it a day at a time, and you got to be really in touch with your therapist, your prescriber. Really, really, really keep them posted. If these keep up, they may want to change you to something else. It is trial and error. I wish I could give you a better answer. Carrie Irving from Ireland. Wow, nice to see you again. How was 2019? First time here, Paula. I'm glad you're here. All right, we need some jokes. Jason, where are you? Did you hear about the restaurant on the moon? There's great food, but no atmosphere. This is horrible. I sent my girlfriend some snow for her birthday. She got my drift. Some of them are better than others, don't you think? All right. These comments are coming in so fast I keep up with them. Someone tell me how many people are watching now. We should have over 50. That's okay, Mobius. That's okay. You know, you can change your feelings. If you guys want some help avoiding bad thoughts, watching TV shows help. Amina, distraction, distraction, distraction. Getting your mind out of your head. Sadi from Pakistan, nice to see you. Thank you, 65. I thought we were over 60. I've been watched Breaking Bad and Better Call Saul. Yes, TV is very good. Also solving chess problems. Trauma must be taken very seriously. You're absolutely right. Nice to see you from Pakistan. Jason, SRIs can be a roller coaster ride, but when they do work, they're good. Yeah, you just have to take that a day at a time. I'm sorry you're having those side effects. After a while, if they keep going, you're probably going to your doctor's probably going to want to change your medication, but stay in touch with your doctor like on a regular basis. I find that YouTube videos about cleaning up or decluttering really help. Cold showers, anyone? Yes, cold water, very good for anxiety. Take a deep breath, fill your sink with cold water, and then put your face in. Yep, the dive response, that'll relax you every time. Yeah, cold showers could actually be a good idea right now. The cold does something, I'm not quite sure. All right, we are 36 minutes after the hour, and we have 62 people watching. This has been a good live chat. We've gotten a couple of good donations. Ask your questions, though. Do your best, by the way. I should have said at the beginning, this live chat is for informational purposes only. It's not meant to replace treatment from a qualified mental health professional. I'm a teacher. I'm an educator. We're sharing ideas, information, support. Anything you got going on seriously, you got to see a therapist or a psychiatrist or some sort of a healer. David Trooper, so what do you do to wake up and feeling fine? Mornings are hell. They always are hell when people have anxiety. You just get out of bed, you take some deep breaths, play some inspirational music, and try to get some structure in the morning. Eventually, that will change. I soak my feet with mineral salts. Wow, that's interesting. Going outside in the rain is very grounding. Hey, Kelly, I'm going to send you the chapters of that book this week. My daughter's having a drum lesson right now at a music shop, and I'm waiting on her. Nice. Annalise. Have her send me some more funny jokes. All right. No need to apologize. We all know how it is to feel orphaned. Wish we could make it feel better. That's why we're here. We care about you. We want you to stick around, Lazy Eye Ranch. You've got a heart of gold. I used to be a helicopter winch man, but the job kept winding me up. Jesus Lord, stretch in the morning and the pain won't take your mind off it, I find. Yep, stretching is a good thing to do when you wake up. I like your YouTube name. Well, should we get some really bad puns from this dictionary of riddles? I don't know. Well, no, this is not good. Why does the hummingbird hum? Because he doesn't know the words. Nope, we can get better than that. Rain can be very grounding. I feel like, what do you mean I feel like I just threw my whole life away, Danielle? You've done work in helping older people, and you've been a caregiver. You've raised a beautiful daughter. You've got to change your self-talk, dear. You've got to reframe it. There are things you've done. Everybody here has done something good. Everybody here has had a positive impact in this world. Just if you wake up one day and just close your eyes and see peace on earth, you have had a positive impact. There's so much negativity. We need everybody here to put out the light. Remember what Jesus said? Let your light shine. Right? Can't take a light and put it under a bushel or whatever. Marina Semino, joke, terrorism strikes, no fear in my heart. I've been married for years. Yeah. Well, that's the Joe Osteen joke about the devil who shows up at the altar at the church. Everybody runs away except for this old lady, and the devil says, "Don't you know who I am? Why aren't you scared of me?" She said, "Yeah, I know who you are. I'm married to your brother." There you have it. Danny, you don't throw your life away. You have a kid and you're here. No, Danny was not going to throw her life away. She was just thinking that she hadn't really done anything of worth. Anyone else found BoJack Horseman particularly enjoyable during the depression mode? I wish I knew who BoJack Horseman was. How's your book? Unemployed right now. Have the funds soon. Let me know. Oh, it's $14.95. You can get it for less. Healing from Depression. Look at this. I took a beautiful photograph of the cover. Isn't this lovely? Healing from Depression. 12 weeks to a better mood. Yeah, I think you can get it for like $10 online at Amazon. Not very much. The most musical fish in the sea is the tuna fish. Boy, that's bad. May I get free tractors from a book? What book are you referring to, BB? I will pay when well. Well, if you want to, I can send you this. I have a PDF of this book, When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, Survivor's Guide to Overcoming Anxiety and Clinical Depression, my memoir, the thing I'm most proud of. Email me and I'll send you a free copy of the PDF file. A dog with a bandaged foot walks into a bar and announces, "I'm looking for a man who shot my paw." Oh my God. I love BoJack Horseman. I do too, if I knew who the hell he was. I've been making myself vomit the last week. It has nothing to do with food, but it's my huge anxiety reliever. Yeah, you got to find better ways to deal with anxiety, Danielle. That's not a very skillful way. Not saying that to be negative, but my heart goes out for you. I know there are other ways. Have you seen my video, How to Rewire Your Anxious Brain? Anyway, you're doing the best you can. I love you. You've been a great support to me, and I know that you're going to get better. So that's for Danielle. And here's a good video for you to watch about anxiety, which I highly recommend, and I'm really glad to know you're going to see your counselor. It's a really funny show on Netflix, okay? Amelia says, focus on the positive things in this world. You could always learn something new and expand your mind. Learning language is my recommendation. Trying to learn Spanish. Yeah, look at that. Amina, 17 years old. Look at all that wisdom from a young person. Anyway, thank you for letting me know. Try working out, Danielle. Yeah, well, working out really burns off the agitating chemicals in the brain, doesn't it? That's what I used to do when I was highly anxious. Caleb, you will pick it up. Yes. Anyway, BB, email me and I'll send you a copy of that PDF. All right. You're 18. Okay, well, didn't I say 17? I was only 1 year off. But yeah, Amina, hang out there. I think I wrote to you. You're going to do really good things in this world. I'm proud you're here. 17 here. Okay, Gabriel. Well, there you have it, young people. Kettles are boiling. Me too. Wow. Well, I seem to watch a lot when I'm depressed. Yeah, well, that's a good way to take your mind off yourself, isn't it? You know, I get an email. I want to tell you guys. There's a really good what was I going to say? There's a really good guy who has a podcast called Peter Attia. You should check him out. It's called The Drive. I want to refer everybody to this podcast. But anyway, he sent me an email, or he sent his mailing list an email, and he said that in America, listen to this, everybody. Life expectancy in the United States is declining. 3 straight years. The last time that happened was during the Spanish flu. But guess what? Most of the decline is due to people who are ages 25 to 34. And here's what's going on. Increase in drug overdoses, suicides, and alcohol-related diseases. Between 1999 and 2017, overdoses rose 400%, suicides by 38%, and alcohol disease by 40%. This triad is called deaths of despair. And then he goes on to say that, you know, in trying to extend longevity, we're too often focused on physical health, preventing heart attacks, but it's really the mental health problems that are causing lifespans to decline in the United States and around the world. He says at the end, "The study is a sober reminder that morbidity and mortality takes many forms, supports a point that we must be willing to accept in today's world, in the U.S. at least, the deterioration of mental health can often be more deleterious than the decline of physical health when it comes to longevity." This man is really smart. The decline of mental health is even worse than the decline of physical health. What we're doing here, helping each other, this is really important. It's not being done enough. People are dying earlier in the United States, especially between 25 and 34. Diseases of despair. I know some of you are despairing. I used to despair, but we're all getting better. Trust me. All right. Thank you for letting me read that. Peter Attia, The Drive. I'm going to write that down so you guys can go subscribe to his podcast. He's an amazing person. Doctor, intellectual. Anyway, I hope you guys check it out. Just go there and listen to one of his shows. Hey, Joni, when you get a moment, do you mind bringing my slippers here? I forgot to put them on when I got out of the shower. Hey guys, I thought I was the only teen here. Well, you're not. Do you think that you would have made it through your depressive episodes if you didn't have Joan in your life? No. Hey, Joni, someone just asked me if I would have made it through my depression if you weren't here, and I said I wouldn't have. You want to wave your hand at least to the people?
Just tell them hello.
Joan says hello. She loves you, and she's been an angel. Yes. All right. Mobius Zero, I'm going to put you on a little bit of time out. I hope that's okay with you, because we only wanted good things to say. So we'll see you in a few minutes. Hey, Doug Nation, happy Sunday, happy New Year. Thank you, Virtuous Woman. How was your year this year, by the way? And what's your goals for the new year? I've asked those people here. How was 2019, and how are your goals for the new year? What about people like us have nobody? How do we survive? It's tough, but I have a whole chapter in my book about social support on healing from depression. Can you go to a meetup group? Can you go to your local church? Can you go to a soup kitchen and volunteer and connect with people there? Can you take advantage of low-cost mental health services? I know without family it really sucks. That's why I don't like Christmas. But there are ways to get support. Thank you, Nirvana Girl. Wow, haven't had you here. Robot 1776, here's perspective. Humans are the only creature that creates these thoughts within the confines of each our 3-pound meatloaf called a brain. A huge full of depression videos about depression understanding it is in the playlist part of my channel. Hope it's useful. Okay. Still above ground. That's what we need to hear. So Gus, see if you can find support. I know it's really difficult. Come on the live chat. I can't leave my house without freaking out. Anybody else like that? That's called agoraphobia. You're not alone. Millions of people suffer from it, but there is treatment for it. $5, Robo. Thank you for another donation. Where are you from, by the way? Try some board games with family and friends. If you don't have anyone to play with, crosswords and cryptograms are amazing. There's less help available for mental health issues, and poverty is much worse now than it has been decades. Yes, I know. Income inequality. Bernie Sanders talked about that in 2016. Yeah, there's a gal named Katie Porter. She's a representative from California, first-term Democrat. She was interviewing this guy who runs J.P. Morgan, makes $31 million a year. The entry-level person at his company makes $16 a year, $16 an hour, and cannot support herself and her child. Comes out $500 a month in deficit. So why doesn't he give people a raise if he's making $31 million a year? That is income inequality, ladies and gentlemen. Hijacked entity. Hi, sir. Any tips on how to rebound from failure in general? Yes. Just pick yourself up and, 7 times down, 8 times up. That's what the Buddha said. Our greatest strength is not in never falling, but in rising every time we fall. Just pick yourself back up if you can. If not, reach out for help. Me too. I force myself out, even if it's mailbox or backyard. Very good. I love word puzzles. Cryptograms are the best. What is a cryptogram? I'm not quite sure, but I'll look it up. Dragana Pudar. I love you, Douglas. You helped me through a lot of tough times. Regards from Croatia. Yes, I love the Eastern Europe. My mother comes from Romania. Online chess. I didn't know you were a chess player. Yes, I solve chess problems. I used to be a tournament player. We'll have to play a game sometime, Jason. I'm not as good as I used to be. Anyway, hijacked entity, go see a good therapist. They can help you deal with your negative thinking. 49 minutes after the hour. The next time I see you guys, it will be January 5th, 2020. What do we think about entering a new decade? In 1999, I wrote a book called When Going Through Hell Don't Stop, and I said by the year 2020, depression will be the #1 disabling disease in the world. 2020 seemed like an eternity, and 21 years later, bingo, here it is. It's scary when you're getting old. I'm 70. How fast time goes. Thank you, son Israel. I'm going to experience 2020 thanks to you. Thank you from Denmark. Appreciate it. And keep on coming here. Keep on watching my videos. Watch all the other videos. There are so many resources out there. I tell my group members, there's never been a better time to be mentally ill than in 2019. Of course, that's kind of, humorous, but it's true. Another year survived by, yep. I love Katie Porter. I saw her. She confronted the banker. Yes, made Zuckerberg really nervous. She's brilliant and funny. Yeah, an ex-lawyer. Katie Porter, everybody. Check her out on YouTube. What's the app called, James D? And what is the app that she's talking about? Gus, I find making my bed every morning helps. Very good. Putting order. So, Amina, what is the app you're talking about? Oh, a cryptogram app. Wow. Someone describe for me in the next 5 minutes what a cryptogram is. I'll look it up on Google. How's that? All right. Anyway, check out Peter Attia. He's amazing. Okay, let me go to Google right here, and I will ask the question. What is a cryptogram? Type of puzzle that consists of a short piece of encrypted text. An example is the book cipher, where book or article is used to encrypt a message. Cryptogram is also the name of a periodic publication. Well, I still don't understand it. I'll have to go look at some, I don't even know what encrypted text is. Boy, that shows how good I am. Yeah, I don't know what encrypted text is. I don't know what a cipher is, but I'll check it out. I mean, it sounds like it's a really good exercise for your brain. Yeah, Daniel, excellent. Making the bed, creating some order. That's very helpful. Order is very helpful for the depressed brain. Happy New Year 2020. Looking forward to traveling to Israel and Japan. Well, good for you. I'd love to go to Israel. I can't believe the Y2 hyped KI was 20 years ago. That's what I mean. Time is going rapidly. Life is short, ladies and gentlemen. Life is short. We have to do good things on this earth to make it worthwhile. Slow withdrawal. Go online to seek taper advice, not doctor. Okay? I mean, I think I have the app Cryptograms of quotes from famous people. Cryptograms are a code. Substitute a letter for another letter. Ah, thank you. Very kind and generous. Well, of course, she's a lovely person, Sana is. Blue Eyes Blue too. When Gary Kasparov beat Deep Blue, he said it was about as intelligent as his alarm clock. Yeah, well, guess what? Deep Blue wiped his tush later on. How do you do it then? If every letter is substituted with some other level or sign, yeah, how do you figure that out? That seems impossible. Lots of new folks on the live chat. Nice to see you all. Tell your friends, tell your enemies. Everybody be here at noon. We're here to preach the message of mental health recovery. Preach the gospel of happiness and joy. Preach the gospel of recovery. Yes, ma'am. Yes, sir. I've been going through hell. I've been down so long, it looks like up to me. Richard Farinia's favorite book in 1968. And everybody here, I have a very simple message. When going through hell, don't stop. Or as Winston Churchill says, when going through hell, keep going. This too shall pass, this too shall pass, this too shall pass. Listen, practice is really easy. Why don't you fly over here to America and teach it to me? Oh, using psychedelics to treat depression is going to be on 60 Minutes tonight. Thank you. Excellent. I was going to do a video on it. Nice work, Kelly Burns. English language, you look for double letters or apostrophes. Well, maybe I'll go try it out. All right. Well, we have 7 minutes left, and I'm getting really tired. I think I might check out 5 minutes early, or end the video 5 minutes early. I'm not going anywhere. And so any final questions, comments, any final donations? Thank you all for your contributions. And again, the person who wanted a free copy of my book to read until he got enough money to pay, just email me, douglasblock@gmail.com. You're very remarkable, generous. Thank you, Lagai. Well, thank you. Lagai, you've given generously to me also. From Canada. How can anybody be bad from Canada? Of course, here's a joke about Canada. How do you get a Canadian to apologize? Step on his foot. How about the guy? Is that a good joke about Canada? When you next on, every Sunday at noon, rain or shine. The corollary of the hell statement, when you're halfway through hell, don't stop. You don't want to pay for the same real estate twice. Very funny. No need to apologize, Mobius. You're doing the best you can. But I'm going to be very strict with you about negative comments on this channel. These people are very vulnerable, and I don't want anybody to experience too much negativity. So you are doing the best you can. Thank you. Your comment made me smile. Douglas is saving my life with his videos and live streams every week. He's my biggest inspiration. Well, thank you, Sana. I love Denmark. I should come over sometime. Maybe you can take me out to lunch. What do they eat in Denmark, by the way? Very much like Canadians. They're so polite, aren't they? Yeah. Joni Mitchell, the great songwriter from Canada, Neil Young, Leonard Cohen, Dan Aykroyd, the great writer, comic. A lot of really cool people coming out of Canada. Time for a walk in the woods. Robo1776, thank you for your generous contributions financially. Thank you for your really nice, not only just your money, more importantly than that, your presence and your comments and all the good things you had to say. Hope to see you next time. Happy 2020, Doug. Yeah, thank you, Catherine Goldie. Can you believe it? How can 2020 be happening? I was just 11 years old in 1960. Oh my goodness. Life is short, life is short, life is short. Do the best you can for all the people you can in all the ways you can. That's the guy who started Methodism, right? All the times you can. Leave a positive mark on this world. Let your light shine. Wow. I got an alert. What did it say? Rain alert. It's going to start raining. Haha. Any surprise? We're in the middle of winter in Oregon. All the best for 2020, everybody. Yes. So I want you to all be safe New Year's Eve. I know probably everywhere there can be some drinking. If you have been drinking, take a cab home or an Uber or a Lyft. Take care of yourselves. I want to hear some good reports when I come back next Sunday for the first 5 days of the new year. And, all I can say to anybody who's going through a hard time, these words that saved my life, this too shall pass. So, any other words of inspiration I can say? Well, what goes down must come up. Night is followed by day, winter is followed by spring, death is followed by rebirth. And that being said, I'm going to leave you with my favorite image created by the wonderful woman, Julie Hayes, who did my banner. And here it is, the phoenix, from the ashes I rise. Anybody who comes out of a depressive episode has that experience. So everybody take care of yourselves. Have a good year. I'll see you next year, January 5th, 2020. And until we meet again, I wish you the best in your mental health recovery. Thank you.